Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike with smartoptiontrade.com. It is Wednesday. That means it's time for our midweek recap and talk here. And we have a market today that's having a down day and an uptrend in a bull market, and there's not much else to see about that. Let's talk about some thoughts. One, we had a very good CPI report. We have PPI tomorrow, but there's nothing there to talk about. The real news today, and really what's driving everything here, is that we've had this the administration is calling it a trade framework of a trade deal, but it really is a nothing of a thing here. And tariffs remain, we're going to remain at 55%. Rare earth minerals will flow from China for 6 months before they have to be renewed. And there really is, we don't get anything from this. And the problem here is the market's trying to digest this, is that this is nothing. I mean, it really just sounds like a continuation of sensation of hostilities towards each other. If you're a company that does a lot of business in China or from China back to the US, this is really just bad news for you. So just kind of keep that in mind. Bottom line is the market's been trying to absorb it. There's your CPI pop, and we're drifting, and we're just here off the lows of the day. And again, we put a new range high in, and again, 613, we're inching towards that. And we're still above the 8 day, and nothing here has changed. Volume today is a little bit more elevated, but I wouldn't look in here and feel any worries. The Qs, the Qs here themselves, down, same type of thing. IWM, similar, got to the 200-day, got rejected. Energy strong. Why is energy strong? There's talk that U.S. is pulling diplomats out of Iraq, that there's expected more hostilities. I try not to read too much into this. We'll see how that plays out. The financials were strong and then gave it up. They were highs of the day about an hour ago and have completely come back down. It's just kind of what's going on here today. You look around and say, what about the semis? They've been leading. Semis popped and couldn't hold. NVDA reversed. Why? Because there's nothing in there that gives NVIDIA better access to China. That's why we came back down. AMD had a big move, just missed the 200-day. It came down. Intel, yesterday's darling, had a give it all back day. By the way, John, I win. Micron had a nice day trying to hold on. ARM, looked okay, couldn't hold. You get the idea there. When we switch over to crypto, Bitcoin is very close to an all-time high, but coin lows of the day not participating. MSTR, we've been talking about not participating. Some weirdness going on there. The rest of the market, when you look around, Microsoft today, new all-time highs. I didn't catch that. I know Chris and some other people in the room caught it. Amazon thought it could go today. Nope, engulfed yesterday's action. So in the penalty box for the day or so. Meta, same thing. Google, similar type action, right? They all came in. Apple continues to look weak, breaking to the downside here. It just doesn't look very good. Netflix had a strong day. Palantir traded that, new all-time highs today. Nice move there. Hood, nice move there as well. These provided nice trades. I didn't get shot, but I know Utsoff and other people in the room caught that. Beautiful move there, breaking out of its range. Disney's been a strong name. Starbucks had a huge move to the 200-day. We talked about that a couple days ago. I didn't trade it. McDonald's, not McDonald's, CMG, also nice move there. Tesla held calls overnight, sold them on the open. Got a down move off of that. It had run a lot. Again, the robo taxi here, while it's operating in Austin, a couple of them, and I mean a couple, I mean like three, four, like a few, two or three. There's no passengers right now. Passenger delivery won't start into June 22nd, according to Musk. I'm not reading much into this. I look at today and say there's not a lot to read into. Everything's fine. And, you just kind of wait. A little down thing here is a BTFD unless we get some really bad news. So with that said, I'm going to wish you guys a wonderful night, and I'll leave a link in the description if you want to join us, and I'll catch you guys all bright and early for PPI at 8:30 tomorrow morning.